kind of says we're live. So I will say,
Good.
howdy, people.
Howdy, everybody. How is y'all's?
Does we have anybody in chat? Yes, we do. We've
Yeah,
got
we got Mr. Brett.
Mr.
Hey,
Brad.
belated happy birthday, buddy.
Yes.
Hope you had a good one.
Eric, as
Hey, Max
always, I
Lover.
think he's our number one fan. I'm his number one fan.
Hmm.
Only because
Well,
he's
supposed to work the
quiet. He
other way
doesn't.
around. You bribed him.
He's one of them quiet guys. You always befriend the quiet guy because that's the one that's more
Yeah,
deadly in the room.
I'm gonna have to go off. So what
So
we
yeah,
got
so
going
Trump's
on
done
here?
it again. Just kind of proved that you can keep law and order if you enforce law and order.
Yeah, what they say, they dropped the murder rate down to the lowest
Zero.
it's been in
He had
to
1 week,
zero.
7 days, zero murder. Hasn't done that since 2000. Oh, I can't remember the number now. It's been a while.
Yeah,
And
I
that and
was
now
thinking it
they're
probably.
they're looking back at even that record because they've got them all for hiding, reports
Yeah,
and not filing. Carjacking is now petty theft or something. They were downscaling
yeah,
charges and
yeah. But I think around 9/11, they probably would have had an easier time straightening it out.
but no, the shit's gonna come down. At least people aren't sleeping well now. At least if you got a conscience, if you believe in justice at all, you know they're coming for you. So you're a little
Yeah.
on edge, and I'm happy with that. I just want to see somebody in jail, but
I wonder if we can volunteer to expedite their sentences for them. Because there's a few of them. I think my old ass could take, give me 5 minutes.
and I wonder how I can get selected for the jury. But it
Haven't
was
seen any more
phenomenal
about old
rate.
boy.
It was this last 46% reduction in carjacking in a week.
Yeah.
In 1 week time. Just because you've got soldiers on the street that will take your ass in.
Oh, I'm waiting to see because Antifa's been getting handsy with them up there in Seattle. And you got them all over the country just telling them go ahead and go out and start attacking
Yeah.
everybody wearing a MAGA hat.
But that's fine and dandy until it's not fine and dandy. There's going to come a time where they're going to say, okay, guys, we're not going to hold you back no more.
Yep.
And I do believe, I'm a firm believer, that the only reason it hasn't popped off is common sense does still prevail on our side.
Yeah, but it's not that it's the regulars that we got to deal with. It's the imported ones that are mercenaries
Well, yeah, I mean, we're
just
going to have
for
to
that
deal with
purpose.
that. But as a
Yeah.
nation as a whole, we're still together because we know we can pop off anytime we want. But once you do,
Yeah.
you ain't putting that genie back in a bottle.
Oh, there it is, damn it. That Vano's telling you about. Let's see. So this one up there. You can go down here and then you go up there.
What are you doing? You got that. You
There.
got that Chuck pressing buttons face.
Yes, that's what I was doing. There you go. You ready?
We're ready. Yeah, it's funny you said that because when I signed off last night, the wife had the TV going in the background, and that came on.
Sorry, man. I like the idea of messing with cars and stuff, but the upside down, and it's those damn short ones. It looks like they're in the road.
Yes.
Somebody went farther on a VW and even dropped it
Yeah,
down where they had to lay down.
it's like that high off the from the roof line. It's
Yeah,
that low. Yeah, you've got to be laying down in it. I mean, there's just no way. I mean, but there was that guy
down in
on
that.
YouTube. He made a pickup truck that he had one seat facing backwards, the other seat faced forward, and the truck actually drove. He had a steering wheel both ways. His truck actually drove both ways. So
Yeah,
he wanted to fuck traffic up. He'd drive backwards, and he's actually
yeah,
strapped in, looking right. He's got the steering wheels, no tricks. Pedals are right there. Cops pulled him over. He kept the camera on for his whole day of traveling, just to see how many
yeah,
times he got pulled over. And every time he crossed the town line, he would get pulled over. Because they didn't ticket him, but they
yeah.
cautioned him. You're fucking with people's heads, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple more. A dude had done that to an old Ford pickup, and he just driving it backwards.
Yep.
And the other one I saw was the camper trailer that was pulling the truck.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah.
Let's see if I saved it. Boy, I want them to go down there to fucking Boston on television.
On
I
purpose?
want to over, huh? Boston.
You're gonna go out to Boston on purpose?
No, I'd watch it. The ice needs to go down there. They got a problem with that
Oh, that
mayor.
bitch that said, no, we're not gonna comply. We are sanctuary city.
Yeah. We got one here in Oklahoma too. It's up in Tulsa.
Guess what? Resistance is futile.
This is true. But then people forget Tulsa's burnt once before. Frequent sauna use and high fitness levels are linked to reduced risk of psychosis, study finds.
Huh. Let's stop studying this
Symptoms?
shit and just start slapping the kids back into shape.
Yep.
I think that was the best South Park episode ever. They were doing a thing on they diagnosed all the kids with ADD and
Yeah.
they ran out of Ritalin. We're gonna have to go back to
Yep.
old school methods. What's that? And they show the kids at the school desk. Sit down! Shut up! Do your work!
Yep. That's it. So you know where they come up with Adderall? It was made for our military men going to the front line.
Oh, kind of like the Nazis' mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. It starts to look like a pill. Oh man, somebody had showed a chart of Cracker Barrel's earnings, and it's sit there pretty good like this. Then all of a sudden it just goes. Whoa.
They didn't cave to the woke, did they?
Yes, they did. You didn't heard any of it? Yeah, she's cleaned up the inside, took down all the rustic artwork and shit, took the white guy off the sign, changed the font.
Wow. Because I
They
know they
never
were
went.
under back when it all started, Bud Light and all that. They attacked Cracker Barrel because Cracker. Oh my God, Cracker.
Yep.
Fine, they deserve to go down then. If you're gonna change for the for the dumbasses, not the masses, the dumbasses.
Yeah. Well, she's been at it since 2023.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. That was the So I haven't seen too big of a dust up after all the stuff on 9/11's been coming out, you know, about the let's roll being nothing but propaganda.
Yep.
That plane was shot down. So what hit the Pentagon? 93 was supposed to go to the Pentagon.
Yep. We'll never know the whole truth, but it certainly isn't what they told you. And if you think so for a minute, but that's what's wrong with the country. We got people that do believe that. We got people that are easily that led.
Yeah, hell, look how quick they put on that mask and got their jab.
I can still see the lines in the parking lot. You're going to a parking lot to let somebody that probably never saw the right end of a needle till this morning.
Yeah, stick something up your nose.
Yeah. No, come
Yeah,
on. Oh,
yeah,
you're going to get free fries. Ooh.
yeah. But whatever happened to the old saying, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friends' noses?
Well, I'm hoping they weren't your friend. Oh my god, yeah, what the fuck? That was just bullshit. I just kept thinking, every time my parents had to bribe me to do something, it was never good.
Yeah, I usually wound up with a big tablespoonful of KO pectate.
Yeah, I mean, I never had to be bribed to go to the beach. I never had to be
No,
bribed to go, to McDonald's or. But when it come time for that cod liver oil, well, yeah.
yeah. I miss the old days. You used to be able to get bribed with the chiclets. Now, if y'all be good, we'll go through the drive-through at the bank and we'll get you some chiclets.
The butterscotch discs.
Uh, then, old doctor, he used to come around back when they used to go to the house and work on you. He used to pass out chiclets too.
Wow, nostalgia.
Oh man, Malia Obama was handed her first government payout at 16.
Wow.
Today she's sitting on 29 million.
And remind me again,
But sure, there's no fraud in our government, right?
how do you earn that money?
Yeah, some one of them was writing pen pal letters to the Soviets.
$29 million worth of pen pal letters?
Probably so.
Ooh.
Hell, look what Chelsea got at her wedding. 85 million.
Well, I hope they're using fountain pens because you should deforest the fucking rainforest just in pencils. Nah,
Now they
that's
got
bullshit. No, I think a president should leave office with no more than a year's salary.
hell, look what they did to Harry Truman. He was the last one that didn't get he didn't even get a ride home.
Yeah.
No pay. No Secret Service,
Yeah. Wasn't
no
he one of the
library.
last ones that was ever walking about out in public on his own, go shopping on his own?
Yeah,
I think it was Truman. Who was before Truman?
FDR. He wasn't walking anywhere.
No, he didn't walk. No,
No,
it
it's
had to
more.
been. It had to been because they said he was the last president to ever, you know, on his own, be able to leave, go to the grocery store, go down to the diner, whatever, without an
Mhm.
entourage.
Yep. Because they stayed on him other than his military protection that he normally got anyways. And
Yeah, 'cause
then he
before
had that
that,
heart attack, and then we started all the crap on cholesterol.
the only protection they had was the guy that was fucking trying to bend their ear as they're walking down the street or standing at the urinal.
Yep.
Mr. President, have you ever considered? I'd like to go back and visit. I don't know if I'd want to live in that time, but maybe them
Yeah.
principles, but not the conditions. I'm quite fond of my indoor plumbing and my electricity,
Yeah.
and I've got quite fond of the TV. Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
But yeah, it would be cool to go back and just see it. Just because I've been to like we got a Colonial Williamsburg. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
in Williamsburg, but they call it Colonial Williamsburg something. But I
Yeah.
remember as a kid we went there, and it was as close as you're gonna get, I suppose.
Yeah.
They made you take off your watch before you came in. You had to, they did everything but make you change your clothes. And that was the kind of atmosphere that if you asked a question that doesn't pertain to them, what magic do you speak of? Somebody fetch the magistrate. Yep.
Yep. No, we had down here was reenacting the land run.
That would be cool.
Bunch of little kids dressed up like pioneers or pulling their wagon.
That'd be cool, though.
Well, we used to do stuff like that.
We used to have a group. I don't know if they're still active. I haven't heard about them in years, but we used to have quite a big Civil War enactment group, and
Oh, cool.
they would take over the town next to us, Buxton. They'd go up there and take over the parade grounds and the courthouse grounds, and they had all their tents just like they did back then. Military precision line.
Yeah.
The cook fires, the camps, the women's tent with the sewing going. It was cool.
Yeah.
And
And my
anybody was
older
welcome
brother
to
did
walk
that.
through. Just don't interrupt them. Just don't interact with them unless you're part of it.
Yeah. No, my brother did that.
I worked with a
He'd
woman.
do the leather work. He did the leather work for him and shit.
Okay, you probably know the woman I worked with because it's a small community, but I guess it's a very serious community, and they travel the country
Oh,
going
yeah.
to reenactments and conventions, and this woman. She was telling me that they drummed out somebody because the buttons were wrong. She had the wrong buttons on her dress. That was
Hmm.
made in 1809, not But what the fuck,
Yeah.
man? I'm here in
Hell,
spirit.
well, you seen the ones at Star Trek, the
Yes.
Trekkers.
Oh, that kid cried because the stitching was wrong. They're gonna know, huh? I have never looked at a man and said, "Wow, his stitching is wrong." I don't. Oh shit.
That's something to say for Dr. Victor Frankenstein.
I think any stitching would have worked, but yeah, no, them reenactors, they're fanatical.
Oh, there's that Cracker Barrel chart. I like it how they put her standing there.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, wait till next week.
I mean, even a third of that dip. Jesus.
I don't know when you people are gonna get a clue. There's only one Sydney Sweeney, and she's already taken it for Bud Light.
Yeah. If they ain't learned by now, they deserve everything they get.
Yep.
And I've eaten at Cracker Barrel a couple times. I'm not impressed. Not enough that if they went
Oh,
out, I wouldn't cry.
yeah.
I think the best part was the fucking little store they had in the front.
Hell, I wouldn't know. I was just happy to get in there and eat something other than prison food. That's why I stayed there. That's where Dad wanted to go. Okay, you're driving.
Okay, food. Yep. It's not slopped on a tray. I'm good.
Yep. It was always the last week. Usually, the guy that knows he's getting out, he quits going to the cafeteria and he eats through the commissary. A lot of little Debbie's, a lot of ramen.
Yeah.
And if you're good with your ice and you make you a good thermos, you can have you some cereal,
Ooh.
dehydrated milk.
Yeah. God, I drank a lot of that as a kid. Cause
Well,
that was
good.
we.
Trump signs an executive order requiring audits on all NGOs receiving taxpayer funds.
Well, why isn't that a thing already? If you're getting taxpayer money, you should be audited every year. If you're a
Yeah.
politician, you should be audited every year. And you should
Yep.
willingly want to be audited every year to keep your name clean. And if you're unwilling to do that, what are you hiding?
Exactly.
But that'd be like me becoming a truck driver. I know to be a truck driver, I'm going to have to take a drug test. So that's my choice. Either I quit drugs and be a driver, or I keep the drugs and not drive. So if you want to be a politician, the time of being a crooked politician is over. We're not going to have it no more.
Yeah.
Find a different profession to pervert, you know?
But hey, I had my shit blown out of the water. I thought Ronald Reagan was going to be the last old president we had.
Yeah. But do you
That
trust
didn't
any
stick.
young blood, though?
Shit, I ain't even all that hip on JD Vance yet.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't been the whirlwind I hoped he'd be. I mean, he hasn't been a disappointment per se, but
But it's the position. The position was made to put your opponent in, is the way they used to do it.
yeah, yeah.
Because you got them locked up over there and they can't do shit.
I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
But let's just hope if Trump points us in the right direction, let's just hope we get somebody behind him that'll just at least keep it that direction.
Yeah.
Maybe nobody's gonna ever come back in with the piss and vinegar he's got, but we could at least keep the keep the momentum going.
Yeah. Well, right now, the Democrats, all they've got is revenge. That's all they can try to sell to people.
Well, that's it. I mean, they've only got hate, fear, and unrest. I mean, that's it. That's their playbook.
Yep.
And we just want to say, shut the fuck up. Go back indoors, play your little games. When you come out, it's yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We are polite, we're friendly, and then you go back in your house. How hard is that to figure out? I keep saying it. We watch a lot of those cop shows on YouTube, and more, it used to be the sovereign citizen bullshit, but now it's I have anxiety. I'm scared. You're using the wrong pronouns. I don't trust you. I want to. Shut the fuck. If you're
No,
that sensitive, what are you doing out of the house?
exactly.
How do you function if you're that fucking soft? Oh, God Almighty. I can remember fingers hanging off, and I would not go, oh, because somebody might see me.
Yeah.
Being weak was being weak.
Yeah. You
Now
waited
it's a
till you got
badge
home
of
and got the
honor.
mercurochrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now the more you whine and get offended, you're praised for it.
You know, but hey, we were too stupid to fucking do anything about it when it started.
Yeah.
We liked watching them women burn them bras.
Well, yeah. Until they started yelling at me for looking at their titties flopping. Come on.
Yeah. No. I'm sure.
But back then, we only had to fight the feminist movement. I mean, yeah, okay, shut up, go make me a sandwich. It was easy.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. Yeah, we tried a whole generation of leaving liberal women in charge. And what has it got us?
More than a
Set us
Dennis
back
Bender.
to, yep, that's true. Put us back almost to fucking time just before the Civil War.
Yep. Paradise PD summed it up best. Women got to vote. Women wear pants. Terminator skulls. That's it. We're done. But yeah, someday they'll make a smart pill, or at least an anti-dumb pill. I don't care if everybody's smart. Just stop being stupid just to be stupid.
And we know there are those that are born that way.
You
And
are
the
not a
rest, you can,
cat. You're never gonna be another gender. You're not a Martian. You're not a wolf. Get over it.
no. And if you're down on the ground hurting and the cops come by, you don't scream, they murdered me. I've
Yeah.
been murdered.
Oh. And I don't know how looking at a cop and saying somebody's gonna meet you tonight is gonna help your case at all. I don't
No.
know. When I get out here, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, dokie.
No.
And everybody knows their rights. You can't do
Oh, yeah.
that. Don't you think that the cops wouldn't exist if they couldn't do this? If they couldn't ask you for an ID, if they couldn't pull you out of a car, if they can't arrest you, you don't think we'd still exist if that was illegal? You don't have the magic bullet. You didn't read a thing on the internet and go, "That's the ticket." It doesn't work that way. And everybody, well, that one judge, well, I'm going on principle instead of the law. No, it doesn't work that way in society. What you feel is irrelevant.
Exactly. I sit there and think how many times I've heard judges tell people ignorance is no
It's
excuse.
no excuse. Your feelings are no excuse. Yes, I happen to believe marijuana should be legal. But when I come to Oklahoma or wherever, it's not legal, I have to respect their law, no matter how I feel about it. Yes, it should be. Yes, I want it to be, but it isn't.
Yep,
And this power is
yep,
higher than me, whether I want to admit it or not.
yeah. And the sad thing about it, it would possibly be a good idea to decriminalize it, but the way they're going about it now, they're working too much with like big pot, like big tobacco. Well, we've got those. Then you've got the cartel. They're going through Colorado, through Denver, putting the money in the Federal
Yep.
Reserve against the law.
I think the only thing the government should have now this goes to tobacco, alcohol, marijuana, anything. The only thing the government should have any say in it is it made safely and am I getting my taxes? That's it. There should be
Yeah,
no regulation, like you said. There should be no big tobacco. There should be no big pot. There should be no big farmer. There should be every
yeah,
man for themselves, just like the retail business, just like the mechanics got to do. I open up a mechanic shop. I'm fighting this guy down the street. Same deal.
yep. Damn it, that pisses me off. That truck driver, the Hindu,
Oh, the one that you turned there?
yeah, yeah. He's already on a plane going home.
No, you committed a crime here. You go to jail. We've got.
And
Oh no
there
no
was
no.
3 people decapitated.
No, I don't go for that shit. Okay, if you got
Yeah,
criminal speeding or shoplifting, okay, we'll deport you. You
yeah,
kill somebody,
but
no, you're doing life here, and then we'll deport you, or deport your
yeah,
bones,
and
one or the other.
then you get the governor of the state that issued his ID, his driver's license, his CDL, and the company that hired the dude and put him out on the road
Yep,
to shut them the fuck down.
but it should
They
it should
used to,
work. I don't know how it is now, but when I was in the army back in the '80s, if I committed a crime in Germany, I would have to serve the German sentence. Then I would have to face the army, and I would have to serve their sentence. And if there's a third party involved for any reason, I would have to be responsible for that at a separate time and serve that sentence. So you could possibly serve 3 years for something stupid in Germany, which now the army's going to put you in jail for 3 or 5 years. And then if there's a third party, you might do another 3 to 5. Oh yeah, it was fucked.
well, yeah, but they used to go ahead and let them do that time. And when they got back in, it was the humiliation troop.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, you're going to be with your kind. You're all fuck ups. You ain't going
yeah.
nowhere.
They did that with they call them the criminals, and then they had the fat boy platoon. Yeah, humiliation platoons. Fat Boy Platoon was Thunderbolt. They called them Thunderbolt. They real tough name, and you're Fat Boys.
Yeah.
I was out of the Thunderbolt platoon by 5 pounds. If I was 5 pounds heavier, I would have been a fat boy.
Um,
As it was, I wasn't allowed to eat cheeseburgers because when you went to the mess hall for lunch, you could get cheeseburgers or whatever they were serving, which was always veal patties.
yeah.
In fact, we called our meal cards VMG cards, veal mashed potatoes and gravy, please.
Yep.
But if you weren't a fat boy, if you passed your PT test, because you had 3 levels of PT, you excelled, you did better than average, or you just passed, which was almost failing. So yeah, if you didn't get excel, you couldn't eat cheeseburgers. And I couldn't do push-ups to save my life. I couldn't do a straight one. I could do push-ups. I just couldn't do them straight. And
No, fuck, man. Sitting there hitting the grinder, having your little parade, how they'd stop you in the road and make you go ahead and do your push-ups while they kept going.
Yep.
Then you had to catch up to them, get in your spot, and be on the right foot.
Yep. Well, you had to run around the formation. I had to do that a couple times. Yeah, I was though. Although I didn't
No,
get many disciplinary because I belonged to the CAP, all through high school. So I had an idea of marching. I had an idea of military, structure and chain of
no.
command and what was expected of you, how to keep your uniform straight. So I mean,
Oh,
I
you know what a
had an
chain of command
advantage.
was?
What's that?
You know what a chain of command was?
I know what a chain of command is. It's in my truck. It's what I pull Fords out of the ditch with.
There you go.
Oh, oh. But yeah, no, it's simpler times. You knew your job, do it.
Yeah,
There's no room for argument. I say do, you do, and we lost that
exactly.
somewhere along the line. We lost that.
It's when they started giving up participation
Yeah,
trophies.
that. Oh God. Oh, I could go another hour on that.
Yep.
Yes, everybody gets ice cream, but only winners get sprinkles. You have to differentiate a winner and a loser. You have to. That's life. Because if you're not
Yep.
losing, you're not driving yourself to win. If you're not winning, you're not appreciating what you could have lost.
Yep.
And if you didn't fight for it, having everything doesn't mean anything. But then again, who am I to judge other people's lifestyle? I just happen to live a simple lifestyle myself. I'm happy watching a deer in the yard and talking to him through the window like a lunatic.
Exactly.
Yeah, eventually. But no, eventually them fuckers are gonna get used to me. I'm gonna put orange on them. I'm gonna be in the paper. I want to see the write up. Some lunatic tagged all the deer.
Yeah, just make sure you watch where you're standing when somebody comes by with a camera.
No, I'm gonna sign my name. I'm gonna just decorate them an orange ribbon, and I'm gonna sign my name, courtesy of Jim. There's got to be some kind of orange powder that you can, they dye their hair different colors and it lasts. So there's got to be some
Yeah,
kind of powder I can sprinkle on them poor fuckers and just paint them orange. No, I can't do orange Kool Aid. Then the little critters will take a bite out of them. But I think that would be cool. I would love to be in the woods watching a hunter, and all of a sudden a deer runs by and he's orange. Wait a minute. Oh, but anyway, that's about my life. I just want to fuck with people now. Like the old couple comes out of the antique store and they see a cop standing there writing tickets and putting them on the windshield. Lady looks at him and says, "Son, you don't have anything better to do than to be an asshole and write tickets?" He looks at the car again, writes another ticket, slaps it on the windshield. The guy looks at him and says, "Wow, you really are a fuckhead, ain't you? All you can do is ticket fucking cart." Writes another ticket, slaps it on the windshield. The woman says, "Your mother, she must cry herself to sleep every night to have a fuckhead like you for a son." He writes another ticket, slaps it on the windshield. Bus stops, couple gets on and goes to town. shit.
Dang it.
I don't think we killed anybody yet this week in Maine. Last week was a fucking deadly in Maine. Oh, I got him about his car warranty.
Man, it's not a good time for Oriental people to be calling my house. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, no, I'm not talking to you about my property. It's none of your business.
None of your business. Did you see that meme going around now? Because for a while it was a big joke. You never see a Chinese commercial, a Chinese food commercial, and then
Yeah.
somebody says, "Yeah, you do," and they showed that ASCPCA commercial with the sad-looking puppy dogs and cats. I lost it. I thought that was cute. Yeah, you do.
Well, now we have become the most unpatriotic people that we had in this country.
Okay, explain that one to me.
It's from Jasmine Crockett.
Okay, that was a good explanation. Say no more. Oh shit. Yeah, I would like her to sit down and look me in the face without breaking up and tell me how I am unpatriotic. If you cut me, I will bleed red, white, and blue in that order.
What's this? Let's see. Leftists are hitting the streets in D.C. protesting against having a safer community.
Yeah, that boggles my mind. In 1 week, I reduced crime, overall crime, every crime on the books by 8% in 7 days. Carjacking down
Yep.
46%. Shoplifting was down like 38%. Murder, zero.
That's the problem. There is no murder.
And these are honest crimes, not the. We had two murders, but we're going to drop them down to assault and battery.
Yeah, but the thing I don't get, they don't realize they're on federal land.
So I think that's
You
what
know,
the
they used to.
maddening part about this whole thing was. You're not a normal town. You're not a normal city. You're not a state. This is
No
federal
matter how
land.
hard the
Things work different here.
yeah, you get a ticket. It's not just a moving violation. That's a federal offense.
But it's supposed to be a jewel. It's supposed to be safe. I'm supposed to be
Yeah,
able to go look at the Washington Monument without having to worry about where my wallet is or who's going to mug me.
yeah. But you've had a whole generation of professors sitting there at college telling the smartest amongst us
Yeah.
that, how bad we were. But the one I'm getting a real good kick out of, Joy Reid's decided that every progress, all the progress that's been made, it's a positive progress, has been done by black people, not by whites.
Really?
Whites didn't do anything. Yeah, we stole everything.
So the Civil War
Except,
was all the black people?
yeah,
Okay.
now
The
they
right
invented
to vote
radio.
was black people?
Yeah. Oh, what about that great Underground Railroad? Didn't they do such a bang up job on that?
I'm not saying they didn't have a hand in it. I'm just saying, yeah, get over yourselves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if we're
I'm
going to go
sorry.
by this logic, all right, well, you guys did this to us. Well, you used to piss your pants for like 2 years of your life. Am I to hold that against you now? Don't sit on my couch. You peed your pants.
Yeah.
No, it's stupid. And all it just amounts to what can I get for nothing? If I'm loud enough, if I run my mouth enough, maybe somebody will pay me to shut up. And then when they pay me, I'll just squawk louder. What was that movie? Shawshank Redemption. When he was trying to get the donations for the library. He wrote a letter a week, and they said, "Okay, here, this is what we can give you. Don't write no more letters." He goes, "Now I write 2 letters a week." That's how they do it. Because what was it back during the summer of love when was it Seattle or Portland's mayor buckled to him? And they said, "Oh, you
Oh,
need to
yeah.
kneel. You need to say this. You need to say that." And he did everything they wanted. And they said, "Now you got to resign." Come on, now, you can't make them happy.
No. Well, you're not supposed, not ever going to. They come from a place where envy is the whole deal. That's the whole concept of shooting match.
I just
You know,
can't
but
imagine
people
waking up.
apparently,
No, go ahead.
uh,
No, go ahead.
oh no, I forgot what I was going to say.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I just can't imagine waking up every morning and my whole purpose is to be a victim.
Yeah, I worry about what I think somebody might be saying about me.
And the thing is, and we all do it. I mean, we're not supposed to, but you group everybody into category. I take one look at you, and I know about what I'm going to get into. And I think of these people as that one guy there, the one that got in trouble for going to Disneyland and discussing his sex change surgery and shit. Oh, you
Yeah,
know who I'm talking about. Goes to the restaurants, and I've been misgendered 5 times since I've been here.
yeah,
I think of that's how I look at these people. That person there. Because he wakes up every day. How can I be offended today? He's just waiting for that one slip up, that one honest mistake. That he doesn't realize that the world is set up for 95% of us. You're in that little 5% that the world's really not set up for.
yeah.
You've got to
And actually, it's
conform.
even less than that.
Well, yeah, I was
It's
just being
what is it?
conservative.
Yeah, what is it? It was like 0.003% of 1%.
Yeah, it's an astronomically low figure. That's why it's mind
Yeah.
boggling that they just cater to these people. They're not paying your bills, they're not keeping your company going. Ask Bud
No,
Light.
they don't get it that they are being used as their amusement.
But hey,
You know?
luckily, I'm in a unique position where none of this shit really affects me because I can cut myself off from the world, and I really, other than maybe inflation strikes everybody, but I don't have to worry about all that. I don't have to go out and get into the dating pool. I don't have to go out and work in the job pool. I don't have to interact with the public. You poor saps in chat, you've got to go to work every day, deal with public every day. I don't know how I don't know how it fare.
I'm glad I was younger when I had the
I'm
job
glad.
in the music store, having to deal with the public. Oh
Oh
no.
yeah, no, everything is just. I mean, and I suppose it was the same for your folks and their folks and the folks before that. Every generation says it's not the same anymore, but it really isn't. I mean, your folks didn't
Mm-hmm.
go around saying, "JT, take that dress off." Come
No,
on.
no,
And if you got caught wearing the dress, you got beat. You didn't get encouraged.
no. I went out on Halloween That's when it happened.
Hey,
And of course, that was a real short trip. Made it about half a block, and I was back home, ripped the dress, trying to get home fast, running. Wasn't
was
that
a good
anybody was
idea when they
picking on
moved.
me or shit. I think they were hitting on me.
Oh Jesus! No, that ain't good. Yeah, yeah. I think you did a
Oh,
little too
oh.
good on the costume.
Went home, painted myself green, and that was it. I went out then.
I'm the Hulk now.
That was pre-Hulk.
That's like these.
Still headed circles.
Oh God, that's like three bulls are standing in the pasture, looking down over the herd of cows, and they're talking. I said, "I heard we're getting a new bull, and I heard he's a badass." He says, "I don't know what we're gonna do." And all of a sudden, this truck pulls up, and the trailer is just crashing and thrashing and swinging back and forth. And out comes this bull, just as big and mean as can be. And the first bull says, "Well, shit, man, I'm gonna give him some of my cows. I'm gonna keep him happy." The second bull says, "Well, you can have some of my cows too. I ain't making him mad." The other bull, he rears up and he starts stomping and he goes up and he goes, "This is my pasture." The other two go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I want to make sure he knows I'm a bull." So what happened to that asteroid that was supposed to come swinging by into us? It was supposed to be as big as a house.
Oh, that one.
That one. It wasn't. It
Was,
wasn't the planet killer, but
uh, no, I've been keeping up with the other two. We got the Rapture going on next month, and then
yeah.
we got the aliens coming in near Thanksgiving. So,
Oh, aliens are coming Thanksgiving.
yeah,
If I bake them motherfuckers a pie and they don't show up, I'm gonna be mad.
I understand completely.
All
Oh
right,
man,
I'm gonna bake a
let's see if I
mincemeat
can get
pie.
to this. Let's see if we can steal this one, Jim. Button, 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 button,
Button,
button.
button.
There we go. Come on. There we go. Back here. No, where'd it go?
What you did?
Well, they took it down, damn it. Well, that sucks. And I went through all this trouble. Well, screw that. See if I do that again.
Oh, I'm gonna call somebody. The
I
fuck
wish
are
you
you doing
would.
screwing around with JT's account?
Yeah, bastards. Well, they keep having problems about people jumping parties, losing Democrats, registering as Republicans now.
I don't trust them all. They ought to be. There ought to be a probationary. You can't be a Republican yet. You got to prove
Yeah,
yourself.
maybe we could have courses for them.
Yeah. I'm thinking, some old derelict schoolyard fenced off with razor wire and a big screen playing propaganda videos. Yeah. Kind of like the Red Dawn
Yeah.
re education camps. Yeah. They wanted to put us in them.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking turnabout's fair play, right?
Yeah. Hey, I just want to know where those guillotines went.
They're not hard to make. I made one.
Yeah. Oh, they got government issue.
Well, I made one. It was actually a Halloween prop, but I made it so it could work.
That's the sad thing about those. You go pulling that crap, you're the first one to put that nail in there, and you're going to be one of the last ones that gets it.
Is that what it is?
Yep, that's Tocqueville.
I, I,
That
I think
started the
I think I
French
heard
Revolution.
that. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
build the same thing with the
yeah,
gallows.
yeah.
There was something about if you build the gallows. That was the last nail of the gallows. Whoever pounded the last nail of the gallows, or the
Yeah.
first nail, one of them. I can't remember. Either way, it's not cool to build gallows or, I guess, guillotines.
I don't know what it was. I seen this deal. They're making the kids put their phones in little RF bags.
Yeah, yeah, as they should.
Yeah. Uh, how about, did you ever think that the reason they're doing that is because there's been too many kids videotaping their woke teachers?
That too, yeah. But then again, we didn't have the advantage of having video. We didn't have the advantage of having a phone. If you wanted to call home, you had to go to the payphone down the lobby and
Yeah, which
hope
is
the
why the
special ed kid
office.
didn't use it before you and drooled on it. If your parents had to get a hold of you, they called the office. The office called you down. Everybody went, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was life before technology, folks.
Much more simple.
We told time by the street light. When it came on, it was time to go home. I didn't care what time it
Yeah.
was. That it was time to go home.
But remember finding that perfect stick,
Oh, the whacking stick.
whacking stick. Oh, it's double as a rifle.
Yeah. No, the rifle stick. Okay, if you had a rifle stick, but the whacking stick had to be at least as tall as you, so that way you didn't poke your eye out when you fell.
Oh, that's
Because
true.
I had a rifle stick, and you folks always said don't run with a stick. It went right. I slipped, and that fucker went right in my mouth, right from the back of my teeth all the way to the back of my throat, gushing blood. I mean, I was on a liquid diet for like 2 months. Oh
Oh,
God, that sucked. I never carry a walking stick any shorter than my head. It's got to be to the top of my head. Don't run with a stick. Yep. And don't jump into the wood pile because you'll get a nail in the foot. Oh no. We pulled all the nails. No, I didn't. And then
mm-hmm.
you're walking back with a board nail to the bottom of your shoe and the nail sticking through your foot. No, now you know that means a
Yeah.
tetanus shot. You don't want to tell anybody, but you can't get the nail out of your foot.
Yeah. And shit, Grandpa was one of those specialists. He had two wood piles.
Uh oh.
Yeah. The little wood pile and the big wood pile. You didn't mess with the big wood pile
The big
because you
wood.
might need to use that. And if you take something out of the small wood pile, you make sure you put it back. Forget Grandpa coming out there and launching us about 4 or 5 years old. We was playing Army Men outside. You're digging a hole in my yard.
Oh, Jesus.
And he had them old man shoes, that hard leather.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wasn't a fan of the holes.
I don't think Grandpa had a grandson that didn't go flying at least once.
Yeah, now I can remember getting in trouble for digging because they bought us Tonka trucks. What do you think we're gonna do?
Exactly.
I got a
You
dump truck. I got an excavator. I'm gonna dig a hole. Then I can remember me and my brother, we thought we were gonna dig a tunnel because our house sat up here, and then we had the driveway, and then at the edge of the driveway it went down to the side yard. It was a nice little hill. We thought we was gonna tunnel under the driveway and build a little clubhouse under the driveway. No, that lasted about 2 days. We were digging on it for about 2 days before Dad found out.
Oh shit.
Oh shit is right. Oh yes.
Well,
No,
he
no,
probably found out about it a little bit and wanted to let you get a little further.
no, because we were already probably 5 feet under the driveway.
Oh,
Oh, we were digging machines. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. He made us go dig rocks to fill the hole back in so the driveway wouldn't collapse. He said, "You can't put the dirt back in that hole. You have to fill it with rocks and stuff." Oh, and yeah, oh shit, he was mad. About as mad as the time we decided we were going to make a deer trap, a deer snare, and we used his truck as the anchor point. And it incorporated. We had a hula hoop and a bicycle on the other side for the other anchor, and a hula hoop in the middle with another piece of rope, and we went to bed. Dad goes to work at 4:30 in the morning, and all we heard was all kinds of noise, and Dad's hauling a hula hoop and a bike and everything else that was tied to the back of his truck. We never did catch a deer. Oh,
hell,
I
how do
can
you know?
remember.
You may have.
Oh, was he mad? I don't know. He might have laughed, but he didn't laugh when he was yelling at me. Oh my God! What the fuck were you thinking? I didn't think the bike was gonna be enough. But we used to lay little snares all around for the cat. We always had cats. Oh my God, we always had cats hanging around. And they were dumb. You could snare them, you could catch them. The old box on the stick trick, that really works with a dumb cat. So,
Yeah. And what the hell is this? Battery flavored chips
that's got to be a misprint. Battery flavored chips?
that taste just like licking a 9 volt.
I haven't done it in a long time, but if I remember right, it wasn't a flavor I said, I wish somebody'd make a chip.
Yeah. But man, it'd make a good ice cream.
Okay, maybe an ice cream. Well, they did make ranch ice cream, so. And there's somewhere up here makes a lobster ice cream. No,
Oh,
no.
but what was it? Martha Washington's favorite ice cream? Oyster ice cream.
No, sorry. Oh,
Hey, it's Mrs. George Washington. You will like it.
nope, I will not. That's the beauty of America. I can disagree with you, you sick bitch. You're eating that booger? No. And you perverted my ice cream to do it? No.
I hope we get a decent snow. I'd really like some snow ice cream.
I'll send you some in the mail.
Okay.
I wonder if that's classified a liquid or a solid.
Well, peanut butter's a liquid.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't remember when they did that? It was
Oh no,
classified by
TSA.
the.
What about the USPS?
I imagine they have to go by it too.
Huh? No, I didn't know that. Well, I guess it would have to be because it does flow. Now that's stupid. We got talking to the government though.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, kind of looks like we're at that time.
Is it already?
Yeah,
I know how it flies when you're having fun.
that's how it did fly by.
Fun. Well, here's one last one
All
to
right, what you got?
keep your brain working. Uh, hanging. Fingers work right, damn it.
You're gonna approve the overtime? If you're gonna work my brain, I get overtime for it.
Well, yeah, there you
You fucker.
go. So, with that in mind,
With that said, uh, God bless. Pray for America. Thank you for joining us, and we'll join everybody over in Chuck's room. We'll go from there. That was a
Shelby
funny meme.
Groovy.
Oh, where am I? It got me flustered now.